Traditions draped the walls of the Community Recreation Center during its annual quilt show in January.
This is one of my favorite shows. It's just the talent that goes into making these quilts. They're just phenomenal.
Though quilting goes back centuries, today it is largely a treasured art form and pastime. 15 quilts of every size and color shared the walls of this year's show, each with a story behind it. The signature quilt, made by Barbara Hooks for her mom's 80th birthday, is one.
Her 80th birthday, you want to do something really special, and I thought, she's got friends. We've lived all over the world, so, you know, Europe and everywhere, and I thought maybe some of those people that she's lost contact with. And then as she got older, she could look at it and say, oh yeah, I remember.
Over a 5-month period, the quilt squares were returned from friends and family far and near. Then Barbara spent several months stitching them together.
Just her life and her friends and how everyone loves her, from church group to the birding group to where she works. They're all in there represented in one way or another.
100 signature squares in all, each one a memory of its own.
It means a lot of love from a lot of people that sent in the little squares and their description and their greetings, and then the fact that my daughter made it.
It was a lot of fun. It was made with love from my mother.
A tribute quilt made by Marianne Lepettis honors her daughter Vicki, who died of cancer in 1997 at the age of 34. The quilt is reminiscent of the scenery around the mountain cabin near Kenosha Pass, where the family shared so many memories together and where they memorialized Vicki after her passing.
And she loved it up there. She loved the mountains. She loved fishing and doing anything out of doors.
A tree in the center of the quilt symbolizes a tree planted in honor of Vicki, a tree which unfortunately didn't survive due to its October planting.
We took an evergreen tree up, you know, our sense of humor too. They had enough trees, but we went up and put another one in. You know, you don't plant a tree in the mountains in October in Colorado. So that's why this one's extra big, because that's about the way hers was.
Still, the quilt is a perfect reminder of special family times with Vicki. What it means to Marianne?
That she's always here. You know, they're never gone, really.
This is a French braid, is the name of the type of quilt, and it's machine pieced and machine quilted. And one of the fewer pieces that I have actually sewn on the machine. I've named it a Mountain Skyline because it reminds me of the Rockies.
It's one of 2 quilts that Kate Matheny entered in the show. The other is called a friendship quilt, named because the fabrics came from friends and other quilters, along with her own collection.
So they have sentimental value to me.
And it was assembled entirely the old-fashioned way, the way Kate prefers.
It is hand-pieced and hand-appliqued and also hand-quilted. So it's pretty rare anymore to see that much time put into a quilt when you can do such beautiful work with a sewing machine.
Kate got the bug to hand-stitch quilts when she inherited 2 handmade quilts made by her grandmother.
And I just wanted to carry on her tradition. It's time-consuming, and it's really become a lost art. You slow down when you're hand quilting and take in the moment a little bit. It's a stitch at a time versus sewing on a sewing machine.
But no matter how they're made, they're all inspiring works of art, reflecting people, places, and heritage. For more information about the annual quilt show, contact the Community Recreation Center at 303-425-9583.